See, in the last class, we have completed up to the digestion, right? Now the next thing that after digestion, the digested food get absorbed, right? Now you have to understand that suppose over here, that's the intestinal lumen, right? Lumen is lined by mucosal epithelium, which has a villi and microvilli. So here I have just drawn that microvilli, right? These are the microvilli, basically columnar epithelial cells. Now, here the lumen part, lumen, mucosa. Then, can you tell me outer to the mucosa, which layer is there? Outer to the mucosa, which layer? Quickly tell me.
Mucosa.
Which one?
Submucosa.
Correct, submucosa, correct. Okay, so that is the submucosa layer, and submucosa layer that is composed by blood vessels, right? Then large lymph vessel is there that we call the lacteal over here. Okay. So first over here that absorption of digested food, in that first we are talking about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, you know the monosaccharides, right? By the intestinal enzymes, maltase, lactase, sucrase, the monosaccharides are formed. That's the glucose, galactose, and fructose. Glucose, galactose, that is by simple diffusion. Glucose, remember, in different parts of the body, right? That can be absorbed by different. So one thing is what that understand over here. Glucose, for that, it can be absorbed. Okay, for the glucose, remember, it can be absorbed by simple diffusion. It can be absorbed by facilitated diffusion, and it can be absorbed by active transport. These two for which one? Passive transport, right? So glucose can be absorbed. Suppose here these are the glucose molecules are there into the intestinal lumen after the enzymatic action. Now this glucose which is present, which is formed actually into the intestinal lumen, small intestine, it has to be absorbed by the intestinal mucosa, villi part, right? So this one enter over here into this mucosal epithelial layer. And from this, so direction is what? From lumen to mucosa, and mucosa to the submucosa where these blood vessels are there. So ultimately nutrients come to the blood. You know, blood is the one type of the transport system in our body, which can transport nutrients, gases, everything, right? So glucose can be diffused through this cell membrane by simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, and active transport. Maturity time mainly that is transported by active transport, means to see, to transfer the glucose from lumen to mucosa, it needs energy. It needs energy. That's why we can say that it's an active transport, right? So remember, glucose can be absorbed either by simple diffusion, facilitated, and active. Majority time that's active. Very few glucose molecules actually absorbed by simple diffusion and facilitated. Now, next, same thing for amino acids also. Okay, same thing for when protein get digested into the amino acids. So amino acids, you know, different kinds of 20 different kinds of amino acids are there. Some can be absorbed as a simple diffusion, then some can be by facilitated and then active transport. Same like a glucose, majority amino acids can be absorbed by active transport. right? So small amount of glucose and amino acids, remember simple diffusion. If that small glucose molecules and amino acids, they transfer or they cross the membrane with the help of carrier protein, which makes a channel. Channel word means which what kind of transport? Facilitated diffusion, right? Next, maturity, that's the glucose and amino acids absorbed by active transport. Molecules, simple molecules that transfer from the lumen to the mucosa, intestinal cell, that is based on their concentration gradient. Suppose over here higher concentration, here low concentration, then high to low. High to low, that is the along the concentration gradients it performs passive. If low to high, then against the concentration gradient. It depends on that concentration gradient for passage of substances. So small amount of glucose, amino acids, and even some electrolytes. One of the example, chloride, Cl minus, right? Small amount of glucose, amino acids, as well as remember some electrolytes. One of the example, that's a chloride. They are diffused by simple diffusion. Okay, they are absorbed by simple diffusion. Now, next thing that second, that's the proteins. Proteins converts into amino acids. Amino acids, again, it can be diffused, okay, or cross the membrane either by simple diffusion or facilitated diffusion or active transport. But most of the time, remember, that's the active transport, right? 95 to 98% actually amino acids are absorbed by this, that's the active transport. Now, next thing, proteins digested into amino acids and amino acids by the active transport. Majority, 95 to 98% amino acids absorbed by this active transport, right? Next, fructose. Okay. Like a glucose, fructose, जैसे ग्लूकोज के लिए हमने लर्न किया, it can be by simple facilitated active. But for fructose, remember, fructose sugar, that's the facilitated diffusion. For the fructose, that's the facilitated diffusion. Fructose is absorbed with the help of sodium. You know, can you tell me what is symport? Chapter number 11 में आपने लर्न किया है. What is symport? Rudra?
Yes, ma'am. Transport of two substances in the same direction simultaneously.
Yes, with along the concentration gradient, right? So understand over here now this red color dots, they understand like a fructose. With that blue color, that's the sodium. So one sodium molecule enter into the mucosal epithelium at the same time this fructose enter over here. So fructose is absorbed. Both molecules, remember that fructose and the sodium, both molecules enter simultaneously from lumen to the mucosal epithelium, right? Along the concentration gradient, and at a one time both the molecules move from lumen to mucosa. That's why we can say that it's a one kind of symport, which is a type of facilitated diffusion, right? So fructose is absorbed by facilitated transport. Next, that's water. Okay, we have learned for carbohydrate in that the glucose के लिए remember all three: simple, facilitated, and the active, majority active. Then we have learned for proteins to amino acids conversion. Amino acids absorbed by again these three method, but majority which one? Active transport. Some electrolytes, one of the example chloride ion, simple diffusion. Next, fructose particularly for that, remember that's the sodium. Okay, fructose can be diffused by facilitated by the sodium, means both this sodium and fructose can enter into the mucosa from lumen by Simport. Next, अमाइनो एसिड्स, ग्लूकोज, इवन सोडियम. देखिए सोडियम एक फ्रक्टोज के साथ भी एंटर होता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ सिम्पॉट. सोडियम कैन एंटर इनटू द सेल विद द हेल्प ऑफ एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट आल्सो. क्लोराइड के लिए क्या है? सिंपल डिफ्यूजन. सोडियम के लिए क्या है? एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट. राइट. नेक्स्ट, आफ्टर दैट नेक्स्ट थिंग, water. Water simply that enter from the lumen to the cells by osmotic gradient. Okay, which one? Osmotic gradient means higher water concentration into the lumen, lower into the mucosal epithelial. Higher to lower, right? That you call osmotic gradient. Higher water concentration to low water concentration. Next, last thing, that is absorption of fat. बोलिए पहले इसमें किसी को डाउट है? कार्बोहाइड्रेट, प्रोटीन्स, वाटर, एनी डाउट? Write down. Now, next, that's the fat. Can you tell me when fat is digested by lipase enzyme, right? Fat is digested by the lipase enzyme, then it converts into which are the end products? It converts into which are the end product? Khushi Desai, bolo.
Fatty acids and glycerol.
Correct. Fatty acid and glycerol. Right? Now, glycerol, okay, basically glycerol which has a lipidaceous property, so it can be easily diffused through this lipid bilayer. Cell membrane is what? Lipid bilayer, right? But fatty acids, okay, fatty acids are there. These fatty acids cannot be crossed this cell membrane. Fatty acids alone, fat when digested into this fatty acid and glycerol being soluble, means lipid soluble, it can easily cross this membrane, but not the fatty acids. So how these fatty acids enter or absorbed by the cell, that we are going to learn, which is very, very important even for 2 marks question. Now, in that, first, so understand that here fatty acid molecules are there. These are the fatty acid molecules which cannot be crossed this mucosal cell membrane. So first, do you know hepatopancreatic duct is there which opens into duodenum. So उसमें bile juice भी आता है. Remember this thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Bile
Yes,
juice meaning what? In that bile pigments are also there. Bilirubin and biliverdin. These bile
Yes, ma'am.
pigments, right? These bile pigments helps in to transport these fatty acid molecules into this mucosal cell. How? So bile pigment in that particularly bile salts, not bile pigments, bile salts. Okay, particularly which one? Bile salts from the bile juice, sodium taurocolate and sodium glucocolate. Okay, sodium taurocholate and sodium glucocolate. We have already discussed this. So this bile salts actually, when we see the structure of bile salt, so again like a lipid, head and tail. Okay, Bi- bile salt, it has a head and tail. Now, head, remember that is hydrophilic and tail hydrophobic in nature. Hydrophilic meaning what?
Attracted towards
Attracted
water.
towards
Hot
Yes,
water.
water.
water lovable. Yes. And phobia, okay, that is tail part. Hydrophobia,
Hydrophilic means polar.
hydrophilic, simple. We can say that the water loving part. Now, so this fatty acids, each fatty acid, consider this is the fatty acid. Okay, हम इसको different color से bile salt. Now, fatty acid cannot cross this thing. So, one thing over here, with the help of this bile salt, these fatty acids undergo emulsification. Remember, process name is what? Emulsification. Fatty acids with the help of bile salt that undergo which process? Emulsification. What is it? So, surrounding this fatty acid molecule, bile salts, they are arranged in a such a way that it make a circle. That head portion remain outer side and the tail towards the inner side. Okay, head towards the which side? That's the inner, sorry, head outer side and the tail inner side. So outside that portion, head which is hydrophilic in nature, okay, which can soluble in water, which can dissolve in water. So by providing this type of structure, it can now dissolve in water. It can now dissolve in water. It can soluble, dissolve, it can soluble in water. Now, so once this structure is formed into the lumen, I've understand KJK, now this structure present over here into the lumen. Right? Into the lumen, fatty acids surrounded by bile salts. That structure you call first of all micelle. That you call what? Micelle. Right? Fatty acid plus bile salts we call micelle. Now these micelles, as their head has hydrophilic in nature, remember you all that chapter number 8 में सर ने करवाया था phagocytosis and pinocytosis.
Yes, ma'am.
What is pinocytosis?
Water intake.
Yes, water. Okay, whenever the cell uptake the liquid thing, right, that we call the pinocytosis, and hard thing that we call the phagocytosis. So now this structure micelles that enter over here into the mucosal membrane by which process? Pinocytosis. That process name is what? Pinocytosis. Steps you have to remember. First, into the lumen by the digestion, fatty acids and glycerol are formed with the help of lipase enzyme. Next, now this glycerol being soluble in lipid, it can easily cross the membrane. But what about fatty acids? Fatty acids first covered by the bile salts. Bile salts arrange in a such a way that that head portion remain outer side, tail inner side, and that you called micelle structure. And this micelle absorbed by the cell by pinocytosis. Up to here clear or you have a doubt? Tell me.
Clear, ma'am.
Right.
मैम
What about others?
मैम
हाँ बोलो.
मैम आ मिसल फॉर्मेशन पाछું એકવાર રિપીટ કરો.
Yes. Fatty acid that is covered or surrounded by bile salts. Right? Bile salts arrange in a which way? That head portion which is hydrophilic, water soluble, right? That remain on the outer side. And tail inner side. And due to this property of head of bile salt, cells can uptake this structure micelle by pinocytosis. Jugal, clear?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Right?
Clear.
Now, just a second. Now the time, okay, micelles क्यों form हुए? To just transport, okay, bile salts ने help की to transport this fatty acids into the mucosal epithelium. ये micelle structure. Now it enter over here. Once it enter, fatty acid bile salts का तो work complete हो गया यहाँ पे. Entry करवा दी उसने micelles की, fatty acids की. So now the fatty acid and bile salts get separated into this mucosal epithelial cell. Fatty acids and bile salts are separated. Right? Now, what happens to this? What happens to this further fatty acid? So this fatty acid, you know, these are the cells. So cells के अंदर cell organelles भी है. They have their nucleus, cell organelles. One of the cell organelles that you call Golgi body, that helps in protein formation, right? Golgi body helps in protein formation. Now, so Golgi body makes over here, surrounding this fatty acid, a protein layer. Golgi body makes what? A protein layer surrounding the fatty acid. And that structure now we call chylomicrons. कुछ लोग chylomicrons भी बोलते हैं, okay? But remember, it's a chylomicrons. So first structure जो form हुआ था lumen to mucosa, that is which one? Micelle. Right? And now into the mucosa, the structure is formed with this fatty acid that we call chylomicrons. Right? Now, these chylomicrons exit from the intestinal lumen and it enters first into lacteal. Remember what is lacteal?
Lymph vessel.
Large lymph vessel, right? Large lymph vessel in which actually the once this chylomicrons enter, it shows a milky secretion. Okay, that's why the name given milky. Lactose sugar tha milky. So that's why the name given lacteal over here. So now this proteins coat surrounded fatty acid molecule we call chylomicrons that enter into lacteal. Right, that enter into lacteal. Now, how this molecule that come outside? So now, you know, exocytosis process. Exocytosis, endocytosis, endo के वो
Yes, ma'am.
phagocytosis, pinocytosis है, right?
Exocytosis, exit of material.
Here the plasma membrane that shows invagination surrounding this. इसके surrounding में से invagination हो जाता है. And this thing helps in to exit this molecule outside. To exit this molecule outside. So like this, the chylomicrons from the mucosal epithelial cells enter into the first lymph vessel, that is the lacteal. See, understand over here one thing, that generally that carbohydrate, amino acids, water would directly absorbed हो जाते हैं, enter हो जाते हैं into the which one? This blood vessel. Into the blood vessel, these things are directly enter. But in case of fatty acids, chylomicrons cannot be directly enter into the blood. So first, actually, it enters into what? That's lacteal, lymph. Okay, and from the lymph, gradually it enters into the blood vessel. Right, from the lymph, gradually it enters into the blood vessel. In this way, into the blood, all nutrients come? Carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, water, everything. बोलिए, क्लियर हुआ आपको फर्स्ट ये पाथवे? फर्स्ट
Yes, ma'am.
फर्स्ट स्टेप इज व्हाट? फर्स्ट स्टेप इज व्हाट? चल ओके, खुशी बोलिए.
Ma'am, आज chylomicrons form થશે, that will be in mucosa only.
Yes, only mucosa, and then it transferred. Okay, चलिए 2 क्वेश्चन के आंसर दीजिए.
Okay, ma'am.
Micelles are formed where?
In lumen.
Yeah, intestinal lumen, right? Chylomicrons are formed where?
In mucosa.
Mucosa. Micelles are transported from where to where?
From lumen into the mucosa.
Correct. And chylomicrons?
From mucosa into the lacteal.
Lacteal. Correct. बोलिए, clear है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, lacteal to then blood vessel, like this.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
मैम
हाँ बोलो.
मैम तो काइलोमाइक्रोन एकदम इंटैक्ट है.
Later on, they
lacteal
get
थी.
separated. Chylomicrons, once it enter into the lacteal,
Yes.
okay, they get separated, protein layer and that fatty acid.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. बोलिए. Any doubt? Right. So fat digestion of fat, remember in that first micelles formation, then chylomicrons formation. Okay, then first enter into the lacteal lymph vessel, and lymph vessel to the which one? Blood vessel. Now, you know blood vessels basically two types, arterial system hota and venous system. Veins are there. Lymph vessels connect to the which system? Vein system. Okay, suppose this is the lymph system is there. Lymphatic vessels are there. Right? Now, these lymphatic vessels at certain points, they are connected with the blood vascular system. Okay, lymphatic system connected to the blood vascular system. Remember in short, with veins. Veins जितने भी है, okay, in your body. पता है आपको वेना कावा आपने सुना है? वेना कावा, pulmonary vein, systemic vein.
Yes.
Okay, these are the
Yes.
veins. Like that, so many veins are there in our body. So this lymphatic system, lymph vessels connected with the vein. Okay. Now, one of the example that vein is the subclavian vein, just for your information. Subclavian vein, to which these lymph vessels connect. Right. So with this, we have completed the digestion part. Digestion, okay. Sorry, absorption over here. In this absorption, remember one more thing that, see, absorption of substances takes place actually in different parts of the alimentary canal. No doubt, mainly in which part of that the digested food get absorbed, that's the small intestine. But even mouth, then stomach, even large intestine, they also help in absorption. Mouth, आपने सुना है particularly generally for डायबिटिक पेशेंट, अगर शुगर हाई हो जाता है, डॉक्टर सजेस्ट करते कि बिलो द टंग कीप वन मेडिसिन. ऐसा सुना है आपने कभी कि जस्ट
हाँ मैम.
हाँ
Yes.
तो व्हाई? बिकॉज सर्टेन ड्रग्स आर देयर व्हेन इट कम इन कांटेक्ट विद द म्यूकोसा ऑफ माउथ, right? Mucosa layer present in mouth also, so that absorb this thing. That mucosa also can absorb, not the digested food and all that. Mouth mainly for which one? This certain drugs, remember, medicines. Okay? Then that enter into blood capillaries and shows their immediate effect. Like that, stomach is there. Stomach may be very little quantity of absorption of water, simple sugar and alcohol. Alcohol absorb hota hai into the stomach, remember. And small intestine, that you have already learned in detail. that glucose, fructose, fatty acids, glycerol, amino acids, right? These all are absorbed over here by mucosa of small intestine, duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Large intestine, in that mainly the absorption of what? Water, which is present in the undigested food, then minerals and certain drugs. Right? Now, once the absorption occur, then these substances through the blood, okay, just imagine कीजिए कि आप intestine lumen में से food, digested food get absorbed by the mucosal epithelial cells and then enter into blood vessel. Now through the blood, it reach to the each and every cell, tissues, right? So these cells or tissues utilize this food for their activity, and that process we called assimilation. That we called what? Assimilation. Remember, usage of food, or you can say that assimilation, right? So whatever the digested food is there, the digested food pass through the blood and reach to the each and every cell utilize this thing for their activities, physiological actions, and this process we call assimilation. Now, next is what? The digestive waste solidified. Remember, digestive waste means undigested food that gets solidified into the fecal matter, that is stored into the rectum, and by the neural signal, right, by the neural signal that it released outside, anal sphincter एक हमने learn किया था in structure of alimentary canal, if you recall, right? Ejection of fecal matter, ejection of feces to the outside through the anal
Yes,
opening,
ma'am.
we call defecation. That process we call defecation. Okay, and that is a voluntary process. That is the which one? Voluntary, because that is formed by, here the anal sphincter is that is formed by the striated muscles, and striated muscles over here, they are voluntary in nature. बोलिए, क्लियर है entire topic?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
All of you, give your answer. Right. Now take just 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes break. And now I'm going to start a new chapter, chapter number 17, breathing and exchange of gases.
Ma'am,
Hmm?
તમે આ ચેપ્ટરની નોટ્સ મોકલશો એટલે